Originally knowing I was going to run for the MHA of Labrador West, I knew while seeking the position, I wanted to do some form of engagement with youth of the area. So my team and I decided to organize a small, informal vision of what I wanted to do, which involves 5 young adults from the area. I wanted to find out what people in this pinnacle age group thought of the region, both positive and perhaps negative. What were some of the driving factors which would allow them to return or perhaps leave? After recording and editing the event, we decided to break the video down into smaller segments. The following video is just one of those segments.
Could you see, Don, that would make you feel like you cared about Labrador?
I feel like just like more general like infrastructure, like putting in the area. Like I would say like I don't know, I feel like we have such like a great outdoors area and like we have a trail around town and even that like could contribute mental health wise. Like
Absolutely.
having somewhere to go where people can, you know, be with their friends in like a safe space and get some physical exercise. I think that makes a big difference. Like having somewhere like you can go that's like a safe place. And I've seen the plans on Facebook for like the building that's supposed to go by the canyon, and like that would be like along the lines of something that I think would make a big difference.
I think it's such a unique culture here. I've like certainly seen that, especially the past number of years where I've been going to school in Ontario, and the way that I speak about my hometown and like a sense of community and just people in general, they don't get it.
No.
Like my dad gave me my graduation diploma when I like walked down, you know, you make it so special here, and I think there's so much potential, and just like you're saying, like I don't know, it's being able to play and travel for every single sport in high school.
That's a big one.
Like being able to get your feet wet and all those different, like you'd have to pick one and excel at it.
Yeah.
And you've lost, I feel.
Yeah, the one thing I always found, like, and I've lived a lot of places, but like, the one thing I've always found is if like anybody's struggling here, the whole town collapses like on that person, and like it's just like so overwhelming. Like
It's true.
I don't know if there's a tragedy or anything like that, the whole town literally like opens their wallets, open like everything. It just like it's unbelievable. You'll never see it anywhere else.
I think this community just has a lot of really great people, whether they act as mentors or whatever else. But I know a really unique experience, and I don't know if it's just we got a couple teachers' kids here, but I think connecting with my teachers was really, really important. I know that I got to connect with every single one of my teachers, and I felt that was very, very influential in molding me into the person that I am today. And I also feel the same way about the coaches.
I mean, one of the things I'll say for me, it's small, but it was big in my mind. It didn't really hit me until I lived in Toronto. I did my graduate degree in Toronto for 4 years, and that was convenience.
Yeah.
And there'd be things that would happen in Toronto where I was like, if I was in that city, this would never happen. Like getting to the airport, like spending an hour and a half stuck in traffic, like stuff like that. $100 for a cab ride because there's a storm.
I gotta say, that's one thing. I think that's my favorite thing about Lab City is that, you know, there is always going to be support for you, no matter what you're going through. Whether you lose a loved one, or you're on unemployment, or
One thing I was thinking about before coming here was mental health could be much improved here for sure. And I recently got new like counseling. Well, I'm looking for career opportunities, right?
There you
Coming out of
go.
school.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's kind of lacking for my field so far. So let's say overly mentally unwell to need to see a therapist.
No, trust
me.
me.
Casual thing.
Yeah.
Just be part of your weekly routine, really.
Yeah.
I don't think when I was your age, I really paid too much attention to mental health and healthcare system here. And maybe I don't think it was better back then. It couldn't have been better. But it never seemed like it was an issue for me, but it seems to be an issue for young people now. Why do you think that is?
social media.
Times have definitely changed
Times have
for
changed.
sure. Yeah.
It's just more common for people to get into therapy anyways, like on their own practice.
people to talk about it now.
Yeah.
It feels like it's more of a normal thing than what it was
For
when
sure.
you guys came up.
More and more now, you're seeing the connection between like mind and body, fitness, health, rather than seeing them as, I guess, separate.
And do you think that's enough of an issue for somebody like, say for yourself, you're like, I'd love to go back to Lab City, but like, I just can't. I won't find a family doctor. I wouldn't want to have a baby there, or I wouldn't get mental health there. Like, would that be something that turns somebody away from coming
Yeah,
back?
Definitely heard it before.
Yeah.
100%.
Because there's counselors there, they're free. The doorway program by Providence, you can walk in anytime.